Square Enix finally removes its ban on sharing Final Fantasy VII's biggest spoiler 27 years after it first happened in the original JRPG. Seemingly out of nowhere, the original Final Fantasy VII is a new update that removes all previous restrictions to sharing content that has nothing to do with it. I think that's talking about when you record on your PlayStation, it like stops recording when you get to that scene. But I've never seen Square themselves remove any Aerith scenes off of like YouTube or anything. That's probably just a rule they had but never actually enforced. The whole YouTube demonetization thing is freaking Coca-Cola because they had some old ad that included the scene. Had nothing to do with Square. And then also the song, which is just a DMCA thing. That sounds like some rule they had that they were just like saying they're getting rid of, but was never even anything they enforced in the first place, and they're just saying that for good press.
First, curing the symptoms.
Out of my way.
I am ready. Let yourself be healed. Letting the hunt begin.
Because that's how dumb copyright law works.
First, curing the symptoms.
I mean, I could upload a video of frickin' Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in Doom and then try to copyright claim anyone else on YouTube that has uploaded that same thing and get their videos taken down if I wanted to.
I see.
I could be like, that's my video. I uploaded that. And then unless someone at YouTube, you know, visually, like actually looks at it, because it's all done by bots, what would happen is that their video would get taken down at first, and then they'd have to say, hey, that's not a thing, and then someone at YouTube would have to look at it and then be like, oh, and then reinstate their video. But it's all nonsense because, you know, if somebody uploaded a clip of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the Doom movie, and then I upload a clip of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the Doom movie, and I say, this is my video, and you stole it, you can't even, if your video gets taken down, the thing you have to fill out to say, hey, this is actually mine and not yours, is also a lie because it's not theirs either. Like, we both uploaded it not owning this, what it was. So that's where, you know, it gets screwed, because if anyone has a video out there that you don't want out there and they don't technically own every part of it, you could do that and they wouldn't be able to do it. They can't. Now they're lying, saying that they own it, you know. And that's why video game content is rough, because if Coca-Cola says, hey, we own the Aerith death scene because we used it once in a advertisement, I can't then fire back and be like, no, I own it, because I don't own it. So then I'm just screwed, and I just have to give them my money, because I don't own it either. And there's no way to say, like, well, I don't own it, but you also don't own it, so you can't take my money, because, like, that's not how it works.
Is your strength flagging? I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing. I am ready.
all you can really say is that it falls into fair use, which some stuff does, some stuff doesn't. In the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson example, it doesn't, so it wouldn't work. But with video game stuff, it's always a gray area because, you know, this should be fair use because, yes, I'm playing the game, but I'm also talking over it and talking about it and transforming the media. But, you know, it's all a gray area. In general, if someone uploads like a video and then you upload a video talking about their video and you use parts of their video, that should be fair use. And that whole like lawsuit that happened a while back kind of put that as a permanent fixture of YouTube now, where fair use is taken a bit more seriously. But at this point now, with stuff with fair use, it's more of just a frustration. Like, if I upload a video talking about someone else's video, they can get my video taken down temporarily until I fire back and say, no, it's fair use, and then it eventually gets put back up. But that loses me money and it loses me time, and the video pretty much gets destroyed by the algorithm at that point. So, like, is it, you know, do you get your video back? Yes. Do you get in trouble? No. But, like, at the end of the day, you still lose money and lose pretty much all all the eyes that the video would have seen, you know, are all gone at that point. You lose all the momentum of the video. So it's better now, but still a problem.
What is the logical course of action?
Oh, dude, I get that all the time. I still get Spotify rappers that have like 3 listens on their songs try to claim videos of like it's honestly like the funniest thing ever. I wish I could show it, but I can't because, you know, then they'd claim that too. But like, if I wish I could show you, like, I'll upload a video of like Final Fantasy IX scavenger mod, and someone will claim it with their Spotify rap that has like the Final Fantasy IX battle theme in the background at like 20% volume, and claim my entire video of playing Final Fantasy IX for an hour and me talking over it and just the battle music being in the background a few times throughout it. He'll claim the entire video and be like, this is mine. I created this. Because this sound that's in the background is in the background of my Spotify rap that I wrote yesterday. And YouTube's like, yep, seems right. Seems right to me. I see no issue with this. And again, I can't fire back because the thing that you have to fill out literally says, like, by filling this out, you are saying that you 100% own this song, and if you don't 100% own this song, we could delete your account. And it's not worth the $1 I made on that video to potentially lose my entire account. So they just get away with it.
I see.
I'm single-handedly funding this guy's Spotify career. With my $1 ad revenue that we now share, so we both get 50 cents. Do I want to break him here? Probably, because we're so low. And Therion should be ready to rock.
Come in, if thou darest. First, curing the symptoms. The lion
The Lion Dance. How's it going, UTB? Nice guess.
I'm ready for you. Time to steal the show.
Boom.
What next? First, prove the symptoms.
Yo, well, happy birthday, man. I hope things go well. I hope you have a good birthday, man. You deserve it.
Bring about a miracle of healing. Let my arrow
Yo, sounds good,
guide
Miguel. I look forward to your generous donation when you win the millions. It will definitely happen. I have faith.
First, prove the symptoms.
Now, what next? Nothing will quiet the storm.
Yeah, fortunately enough for me, it's more of just a annoyance. I've never actually had like a big issue. I had like, I think the biggest issue I ever had in terms of like monetization that really affected me was the in-depth of cloud video. The in-depth of cloud video made almost zero money because I used Advent Children in it, and I forget if it was Square or Sony that claimed it. I think it was Square that claimed it. And that's like fair. Like I mean, it's obviously fair use, but that's one of those things where like I'm willing to take the L on that one. It's their movie. I'm using their movie. Whatever. Like I'm not that sore about it. It doesn't feel like some Spotify rapper claimed my video. You know, like it feels like an actual legitimate claim. Whether or not it should be there because of fair use is a political thing, but like at least it's an actual, like they actually are claiming the thing I'm using. So I'm not that upset about it. But it did suck because the in-depth videos are a big, like I spend months on them so that the money I get from the video helps to fund the months it takes to make them. So like the trade-off is at least there, and I made like no money on that video, and that sucked, but it's not about the money at the end of the day, so it's whatever, but that one kind of sucked.
I see.
And I tried to make a version that used less Advent Children footage, and it didn't work to get rid of the claim.
Bring about a miracle
And
of
so I was just like, whatever. Like, I would rather the video be its best it can be. I mean, I've pretty much always been that way. Like, I would rather the video be the best it can be than make money. Especially the in-depth videos, because that's like my legacy is those videos. Like, those will be the videos that survive the longest, and so I want them to be as good as they can be.
First, cure the symptoms. I'm ready.
But I did try at least to like just take out a few little parts to make it work, but then I was like, screw it. I just threw it all in.
The Panther Dance.
Great inferno to scorch the land.
Oh, like I said, I mean, the in-depth videos, they are not what carries the channel, like, monetarily. It helps because I spend a lot of time on it, so it's nice to get something back, but it's all you guys. It's all the community that shows up and supports every day, and you know, that's what, so it's not, I would rather the video be the best it can be to, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. don't want to go too far into it, but that's kind of the way I've always run my entire channel. Like, I would rather the channel be good than float monetarily. Like, from when I started, it was always, I'm gonna make the best content I can, and if it makes enough money for me to do it, I'll do it, and if it doesn't, I won't, and that's it. Like, it was always that way. Like, there is a balance between, like, if I can make enough money, that means I can do this for a living, and if I can do this for a living, then I can make more content. So, like, yes, I should at least try to make some money. But I did this making zero money for almost a decade. So it was not very hard for me to transform that into, like, well, if I do make money, then I'll keep doing it, and if I don't, then I'll just do it less. You know, it's not a all for nothing deal. It's not like either I make money and I do it, or I don't make money and I quit. Like, it's always been the more money I make, the more content I can make. But I'm not gonna, you know, make the content worse to make more money, if that makes sense. Now, to be fair, that's changed a little bit after having, you know, 2 kids, and I have to support my family and stuff. There's a bit more of a drive to make sure that I'm making enough money to feel comfortable. But I've always lived by the same exact mentality of, you guys fund what I do. If you fund this much, then I make this much content. If you fund this much, then I make this much content. I'm not gonna, like, you know, say you have to fund this much or else it's over. Like, you know, or I have to make this amount of money or I quit. Like, it's just however much I make, that's how much time I can invest to it. And if I had to find another job and do this on the side, then that's what I would have to do. And that's what I did do for a long time.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
But yeah, I'd be lying if I said, like, I literally do nothing for money. Like literally not a single thing I do. I try to make any money. I do everything, like, as free as I possibly can. You know what I mean? Like, that's not being realistic. Like, I do have to make some money to continue doing this for a living, and there are certain decisions I make that help make more money so that I can make better content. Like, that, everyone does that. That's unavoidable. If I literally put 0 ads on anything and did 0 things that made money, then I would just not be able to do this anymore. I would make 1 video a month, you know? Like, that's just not feasible, especially with how monetary things are nowadays. But you know, it's more about the focus. Where is the focus? Is the focus money, or is the focus the content? I think that sticking to focusing on the content. If a video doesn't make money, that's fine. If it's a good video, it's a good video. You know, we donate 10% of all donations to charity every month. That kind of keeps me grounded. That keeps me from thinking, oh, you know, if I make as much money as I possibly can, I can do this big thing. Like, donating 10% to charity every month keeps me grounded in that, you know, this isn't all for me. Like, you know, part of it goes other places. So
First, curing the symptoms.
Interesting dilemma.
do we break him here? I don't think so, but he's gonna change. Let's get him to 1. My ears.
I am ready. The lion den.
Pretty sure we kill him here. Let's go X.
What is the logic behind Boca, great inferno to scorch the land?
What next?
Get ready for the big boom.
Time to steal the show.
Boom.
Where's the nearest
Hope you didn't have another phase, because we did not see it.
What?
What evil is this? Doth this mean the curse is lifted?
Yeah.
The devil take ye, monster! I can move again. I am saved! The beast is slain.
Truly?
But how? By your hand?
Not so.
Not just I. The city guard and the Knights Ardent. We fought as one. And also my party, but they don't exist in this timeline.
Oh.
Swounds, I can taste the air again. Look, I am flesh and blood.
Oh. Many thanks.
We are saved.
I'm in your debt.
Wondrous well, how can we thank you for this miracle?
Nay.
Thou needest not. I had cause of my own to slay in the beast. But if thou wilt show in thanks, leave us this place, and take us thy men back home to their king. His majesty wait anxiously for good tidings.
Understood.
Then I will not tarry one moment. And you know your wives and children who think you're dead also. By your leave, my lady.
Excellent.
The curse is broken, but hath Master been saved?
Behold, my fellows! Hanit the Huntress, Slayer of Red Eye, has returned!
General Lenar tells me of your exploits. You have slain the menace.
I feel like this voice actor is Ulbricht's voice actor? The king?
You saved my poor men and our city. You are our savior, and we are forever in your debt.
What I did was for my own
Maybe
good.
not.
Perhaps so, Huntress. Yet grateful we remain. I would like to propose a banquet in your honor. But alas, I divine that you will not tarry here with us.
I cannot, Highness. I must see with mine own eyes if my master hath been freed from the curse.
This boss can actually petrify you in battle, but for some reason they made it only attempt that at low health, and there's a low chance also that it'll do it.
Of course. General Lenar.
Seems a bit weird, lore-wise, because we're supposed to be protected from it.
Sire, my men are ready to escort the Huntress at your command.
I informed King Khalim of your circumstances. He ordered preparations be made in advance.
You fought the Red Eye to bring your master to life. My soldiers recovered the instant it was slain. Pray, go to his side at once.
Thank you, Your Highness.
think nothing of it. But perhaps when your quest is done, you would grace us with your presence once more. And then you may throw the banquet you deserve.
You honor me. I hope that day shall come soon. Not far now.
God's mercy! What is that fiend?
Come, Linda, with me. Look out! Huh? Hagen, if thou art here, then...
What ho, Hobbits! Don't tell me thou'st grown again!
Not in height, master. But if thou speakest of experience, then yes.
Ah, that must be it. Hope I didn't cause thee too much trouble.
Some, master. And I was worried for a spell.
Thou were? Then I guess I owe thee an apology.
I mean, we're 70 hours in. It's kind of hard to know what's going on.
Thou certainly dost.
Stay, my dear. That was thy cue to say not at all.
And not just to me. To Natalia, Susanna, and Eliza as well. You had us all worried.
That's a long list, but no matter. Rest assured, I'll make an apology to each and every one. And then I shall thank them too, for good measure.
Thou dost not.
Hunnet, thank thee. Thou'st done me proud.
I feel like he's supposed to be hugging her here, but it looks like he's about to chokeslam her.
Blushing, art we? Perhaps thou'st not grown that much after all.
Like picking her up like a baby.
And thou clearly hast learned nothing from this misadventure.
Oh, a man my age hath learned all the things he ever will, I'm afraid.
Begging your pardon, sir. We just wanted to thank you.
Oh, quite. Think nothing of it. Art thou hurt?
Nothing that won't mend soon enough by your priest, sir.
Good to hear it. So, where were we? Ah, yes. Thou were about to tell me of thine adventures.
It's a long story. Wouldst thou hear in it all?
Every last word.
But I would come and tell him the tale of it many times in the years to come. For the first time as a hunter, I found a story that was mine alone. It was my first story, but not my last. But those are tales for another day. And so I end my story here. Thou canst always come to our village to hear in it again. Though I warn you, it may not be the same with every telling.
Uh-oh. She's taken after Xanta. Oh, look at the doggos in the background. Doggo slash cat. Oh. So Haunted Story was pretty interesting. I really liked the build up to Red Eye. And I don't feel like the payoff was really like that great. The fight was okay. The Red Eye definitely looked the part. He looked really cool. But it was kind of just, there he is, and we fought him, and then he was dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't even like 2 phases or anything, and some of the other chapter 4s had 2 phases, and that was just like, boop, he's dead. And then the king was just like, go back to see him, and then we went back and saw him, and that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And even like them finally seeing each other again, there wasn't really like, I don't know, it just wasn't like a big finale. It was just kind of like, there it is. One thing I do like is how at the very beginning she was kind of living under his shadow. Well, no, it's not that like I killed him fast. Like, you know, the Primrose's final boss had like a whole build up, and then there was the fake final fight, and then the real final fight, and then like epic monologues in between. And like, I mean, her ending was literally like, could have been the ending of a Final Fantasy game. Like, that was wild. And like Ophelia's had like a big build up, and then a betrayal, and then I think that fight didn't have 2 phases, but it had like a fight. We had to fight his goons first, and then we had to fight him. You know, this was just one fight. It was just fight him, and then like when we walked up to him, he did like his growl, and then we fought him, and then he exploded, and that was it. Like, there was no, even Haunted didn't have, she just said like, you're gonna die, Red Eye, and that was like it. Like, she had no like monologue, no like final, you know what I mean? Like, it's totally different. I'm like not talking about the fight at all. Like, the fight, yeah, I kind of blasted him because I'm strong, but everything surrounding it was like very mild in comparison to the other chapters. But anyways, I like how she was like living in Xanta's shadow at the start, and she was like, I don't really have a story to tell. And Xanta's stories, he just makes them up and changes them every time he tells them and stuff, right? And then it ended, the chapter 3, she was talking about having her own story. I think Eliza told her like she needs her own story or whatever. And then at the end here, she found her own story to tell, and then but then also she's picked up some stuff from Xanta, which at the beginning she was like, I don't want to be anything like him, and then she ended up being like him. So like that whole thing was great. Like, I think they did tell that well, and that like came full circle. So like that was cool. One thing I'm kind of missing though is like her connection with the forest. Like, that was a big deal in the first 2 chapters, then we kind of just lost it. Like I said, I think an awesome finale to her story would have been if she had to use her connection to the forest to defeat Red Eye. Like, maybe we went to fight Red Eye once and lost, and then like he fled into the forest, and then we had to like use our expert nature of the forest, and like maybe the animals of the forest helped us defeat him, or just something to like connect to that original, because in the very first chapter she like goes into the forest and helps the forest animals and defeats the alien predator and like fixes the forest, and I thought that was going to be more. And then like the second chapter, she used her ability to understand her environment to like find that secret path. So I thought that was going to be used somewhere, but it really wasn't. We really just went into the dungeon and killed him. Like, that was it. You know, we didn't even, like, capture a big monster to fight him or, like I said, like, use force. I think the best, like I said before, the best way it could have happened is if she had to blindfold herself to defend against the stone eye, and then she had to use her understanding of the forest to defeat him blindfolded. That would have been, like, really cool. But, yeah, I don't know. So I think the chapter 4 was a bit lame, but overall I think her story was pretty good. And I like how she fought against Santa at the beginning, and then at the end she's kind of becoming more like him. That's very, like, kind of daughter-father vibes of, like, you don't want to be like your parents, and then you end up like your parents. Like, you know, you learn more about why they are the way they are, and then you kind of become more like them. Like, very relatable story. And honestly, Hanet's just great in general. Like, I think she's one of the coolest characters. We're back here. It's been like a million years since we've been here. Hey, I got what this guy needs. Hi-ho, I know what that is. 'Tis the tusk of a giant boar. Why, of course, I needn't hunt the beast itself. A tusk is all I need to show the elders. It'd be as if I'd hunted it myself. Much the same thing, really. Kind of weird that we have, like, the finale music playing during this instead of the regular city music. Pardon me for asking, but could you give me that tusk? Fair's fair. Stands to reason you'd want something in exchange. Suppose this is what trading's all about. Wow. Wow, thanks, man. So generous.
Hello there.
I'll help you, and by help you, I mean I'll steal your stuff. Wait, I can steal from Zanta? No shot. 0%? I'll take his rare stone. 0% chance of stealing that. Hanet's master and a fellow hunter of Zwarki, he and his direwolf Hagen travel across the realm, leaving epic tales of their deeds in their wake. Though childish at times, his demeanor changes when on the hunt, reflecting the wisdom of his years. I can allure him. It's only 20% chance. I can fight him. I gotta fight him.
What next?
What next? Still don't know what Rainbow Flash even does. Take this. Okay, we're dead. There's no shot I win this. He does way too much damage and I can't heal. Oh.
What next?
Aye.
I'm sorry. Oh.
I don't have the... Still brash. I'll bring Ulbrich and I'll beat you up, Zanta. You won't have a chance against Ulbrich. Alright, well. Well, yeah, because Ulbrich can actually fight He doesn't have to use animals. Let's do Tressa next. She doesn't require any exploration. I kind of want to get a bit stronger before I explore more, so maybe the next post-boss I can actually beat. But we're gonna need to, I thought I had gone to Grand Port before. We're gonna need to level up Tressa. She's level like 5. Metaphors on sale for Black Friday. Nice. I gotta start looking at some Black Friday deals. I have a whole list of stuff I want, but I was gonna wait till like closer to actual Black Friday, but all the shops are doing their sales already. Guess I'll just remove all her stuff. So I don't think I'll be using her anymore. Now here's the question. Should I bring Ulbrich? Because now I don't have a tank. It'll be fine. I'm not worried. Man, that ethereal dancer garb is really good. Can I just give you some, like, armor? Can I give you 2 protective bracelets? No. I'll do this. And let's see, you're a scholar? I feel like she'd be better as a dancer. Just because she's like full support. Yeah, I've kind of given up on the whole, like... Because I was trying to make every character 2 classes and just leave them that way. Like, permanently. But... you switch characters so much that it's just better to kind of just form a team as you go. And going in between classes doesn't, like... Because normally, in games like this, like Final Fantasy 3, for example... you kind of want to stick to your job because you get job points for that job. Or like Final Fantasy Tactics, you want to like stick to your job. But here, job points are universal, so you can really just swap whenever you want. Just swap around whatever fits into the team the best. Because your job points are going to be global. You can just learn whatever you want. Especially with the support skills, it's nice to learn a bunch of different stuff. Well, right now I need you to not die, so I should probably go warrior, but Still gotta learn the rest of your merchant stuff. When the user is not near death, all attacks that would reduce the user's HP below 0 will instead leave the user with 1 HP. That's sick. That could be really good for, like, Ulbrich. That could get rid of your evasive maneuvers. Give you persistence. Should probably learn like at least one dancer skill. Maybe the old peacock strut. Maybe the old mole dance. Alright. Let's go on a little adventure. Go on a little adventure and level up Tressa. I kind of wish power leveling worked a bit better. Because when my characters are really far behind, they kind of take a while to catch up. And I feel like that's going to happen to everybody. I mean, I know I'm a bit of an outlier in that I tend to really stick to the same characters for a long period of time in RPGs. But still, I think everybody is going to have at least one character that's behind. And they're not... If it takes too long to get a character who's behind back to the right level, then it can cause kind of an issue because A, it can get boring to power level to get to where character needs to be. And secondly, it'll cause your other characters to get too strong.
The show is over.
So, perhaps the scaling on the XP should be a bit less so that if you fight a level 60 enemy with a level 20 character, they go up a ton of levels instead of like 2. Those are cool.
My turn.
Here I go.
For you. I am ready.
Yeah, they could have done passive experience for the characters out of the party.
What next?
Passive experience and maybe passive job points too. Although
Not bad. A passing.
I kind of like the job points being you have to kind of earn them. But yeah, passive experience would be nice even if it was just a really small amount. Did I go in this dungeon? Lock of the Lost King? I don't think I did.